Today on the farm, we're getting ready to cut some of those cornfields up. Get that corn that run out the back of the combine cut in so it'll germinate and come up, and we can do away with it before it puts a head on. We don't want to put a second head on, and then that's more seed on the ground, and we get that cotton plant next year. We have all this volunteer corn out there growing. So the plan is right now to fall in behind everywhere that combine went, cut all this corn, come out the back of the combine into the ground, let it germinate and come up so we can come here and cut it again and do away with all that corn so our cotton will be nice and pretty next year. I got a bi-wing plane out here spraying the cotton today. That's not normal around here. There's normally a newer style plane, but check out the old bi-wing. Checking all my wheels before I fire this tractor up and get this hair moving. That's no good. That's a bearing. Looks like we're good on our axle. Our axle has some play in it, but we're not wobbling. The bearing ain't wobbling. I tightened the castle nut just a little ways there. If you loosen off of the castle nut, which is about where it was right there, see I wobble on the axle. That's no good. That's gonna eat your bearing up. So I tightened it up a little bit, just enough to eliminate my axle, my wobble on my axle, but still loose enough that the wheel spins freely. If you over tighten that, put pressure on the bearing so the wheel doesn't spin freely, it'll eat that bearing up in a quick hurry. Disc behind a 310 versatile, and I'm using Trimble guidance today. You can see it's doing away with that little bit of buffalo grass that's come up in the corn. So we cut this corn maybe a week ago, and as soon as you remove that corn, let that sunlight get in, the buffalo grass explodes. It's doing away with the stalks and the buffalo grass pretty good. What's going to happen is it will rain later today, and all this cobs that I cut in had a few little kernels still on them, or any little kernels that may have rode out the back of that combine. They're all going to sprout. There's going to be corn growing out here everywhere, and so we'll come back in here a few weeks later, maybe a month later, after all those kernels have sprouted, and we'll cut them in. We want to get every kernel out there sprouted now when it's still warm, so they'll all come up and we can cut them in, because what we don't want is some kernels of corn laying around out here until next spring when we come in here and plant the cotton, and then those kernels get tilled in as we're planting cotton and they come up with the cotton. Then we have all kind of trouble. So trying to get out any kernels that may have escaped us, we're trying to get them cut in now, get them germinated now, and get them up so we can do away with them before they become an issue in next year's cotton crop. work being done with this versatile tractor, I'll get a comment that's either how y'all like that versatile, or how does that versatile compare to a John Deere, whatever. So on this channel there is a video entitled how y'all like that versatile, and there's another video entitled versatile versus John Deere, and it's got them backed up or pulled head to head on the thumbnail. So if you have a question about the versatile versus a John Deere, check out that video entitled versatile versus John Deere. Or if you wonder how we like this versatile, check out the video titled how y'all like that versatile. If you have a question that's perhaps not answered in one of those videos, feel free to add a comment down below. I'll try my best to answer it. I feel like I've thoroughly covered that topic in the other videos, but if I did not, put a comment down here and I'll be sure to lick it again, see if I can get whatever questions y'all have covered up and answered. What happens when you farm South Georgia red clay? It gets sticky when it's wet and it clogs up everything. It's one of the obstacles of working this red dirt. This South Georgia red clay is sometimes referred to as 30-minute dirt because it's about 30 minutes where it's not too dry and hard, and it's not too wet and gummy. It's a tight window where you can get in here and work this stuff and it actually do correctly. We're leaning toward a little too wet right now, but it's about to get wetter, so we got to roll with it, see what we can get done. We just had a certified catastrophe. I always raise the hood when I go to lunch, let the breeze, if it's a good breeze, it's a good breeze. I raise the hood, let the breeze blow across the engine to cool it down while I'm going to lunch. And as I was getting in the truck to back off, I saw a fire on the motor. Panic, big major panic. So I grabbed the antifreeze I keep with me for the tractor, threw it on it, Turns out antifreeze is flammable. I didn't know antifreeze was flammable. Maybe you did. But when I threw that antifreeze on it, it was like throwing gas on it. So then it was double panic time. So I always keep a shovel with me. I started throwing this wet red Georgia clay on it, and I just kept shoveling until we got it kind of smothered. Brother-in-law's coming with a fire extinguisher, maybe some water. I ain't gonna leave the tractor till we get it cooled down majorly and see what happened there. It looked like, to me, one of the wires close to the turbocharger had possibly touched the turbocharger and ignited. A wire or a hose, something right by the turbocharger got too hot and caught on fire. Maybe it couldn't get air to catch on fire until I raised the hood, and that gave it the oxygen it needed to ignite. But when I raised the hood, fire started right up under the turbocharger. I don't know if there was maybe an oily hose or what. I don't know. We don't know yet. We got to get that dirt cleaned off once we get it cooled down. We'll see what it was. But something under the turbocharger got too hot and caught on fire. The next task, which I've already started, is get this hair freaking unattached from that tractor. If you don't, and the tractor catches on fire, it may burn up some of this crap. I know most of the hair is not flammable, but those hydraulic hoses are, the tires are. I've seen a lot of implements get burned up because they didn't get unhooked from the tractor. You gotta have that crap unhooked. If the tractor catches on fire, you gotta be able to drag whatever's hooked to it away from it so it don't get ruined too. The rain's starting to fall now. There was a small possibility we could have drug this tractor away from the hair and hooked another tractor up and got done this afternoon, because it's just now lunchtime. But I don't think we're gonna run this one again today, depending on how bad the whatever got damaged in there. I got it out pretty quick, but the sticky red clay is getting stickier about a minute now, so that's gonna wind up today. I thank all y'all for watching. I'll see you next time.